Well, after nearly a month of not riding, just put the scooter back on the road. Why did I spend a month without it? Well, the insurance ran out and it was almost 300 quid to reinsure it. And I thought I could afford it, but that's a little bit too much. So I looked around, got it a bit cheaper. Then I was it was getting very close to getting my new garage sorted out, so I looked how much it'd be to insure it garaged, and it was another nearly 60 quid cheaper. So instead of 300 quid, I've insured it for 150 quid, which is pay for some gloves. I'm not too sure on them with this jacket, but they seem alright. So yeah, let's just go for a quick spin. Not ridden for a month, so I'm still a bit nervous. Not nervous, just apprehensive. I forget how bouncy and wiggly it is compared to a car. Rear shock, as I reckon it's probably the original. It's rather tired. It's done just over 10,000 miles, but it's 24 years old. OEM ones like 30 to 40 quid. This was about 50 quid, and it's come from a SIP scooter shop in Germany. Yeah, big thanks to them sending that out. A little bit awkward with Brexit, it takes a bit longer, and there is 10-12 pages of paper so customs can see exactly what's in a parcel. So the parcel had the shock, them new gloves, and 3 stickers. 12 sheets of paper to tell that. So yeah, let's put the camera on the tripod and I'll show you how to change the shock. First bit's super straightforward. Lift the seat, remove the luggage box. I need to get a screwdriver and whip that off, and then take this plastic panel off. So to get this plastic panel off, most of these screws have fallen out. So it's a bit rattly sometimes. That's not going to work because it's aluminium. There we go. So that's the battery. Just get this plastic panel off. Like I say, there should be some more screws. You also need to take the gasoline. Petrol, gas, cap off, fiddle around that. Might actually take the battery out because that's going to give me a bit more space.
Just actually once the camera can see what's going on.
Keep meaning to buy a new battery for this, over like 20 to 30 quid, but its MOT's due in a couple of months. This battery is an old one with battery acid in it. Take the battery tray out. It's another prime spot where they go rusty because you have the battery gets warm. Let's zoom in a second. Battery gets warm, and then you end up, there's some like powdery stuff there where the battery's leaked. So now we can see the top of the shock. So you've got a nut there, and then you've got like a flat blade, you can stick a flat blade screwdriver in there. So you need to hold the centre and then unscrew the nut. Best option is going to be these crow's foot spanners. You could also use a ratcheting spanner, but you haven't got much room to ratchet your spanner, never mind use a non-ratcheting one. So I'm going to use these crow's foots with a conventional socket set drive on it. I know they've mentioned this before, but this is so much better than WD-40. If you look here, there's a little hole. I'm going to spray it through there and wire brush. And probably put the, oh no, I won't need it. Let's just see if it'll turn anyway. Oh, it's turning without holding that sensor nut. That's handy. Yeah, if not, you need probably a flat blade a bit bigger than that. You need to hold the centre steady and work around it. A little bit awkward, especially if it's very rusty. This one, I've got away with it. But I did have the shock off a couple of years ago when I first bought the bike and rebuilt the thing. Can't remember, I did look in the box when I bought the new shock, but not all of them come with this large top washer. There's a large washer, there's a split o-ring and there's a nut, so I'm going to put them in that little thing. Rubber mounting, and there'll be one on the other side of the shock as well. Now this end, I'm going to make this a bit easier. You can just see it on the camera. Pull the rubber floor mat up. Oh, my screw's missing. So that'll just pop off. Now we can see the bottom of the shock better. $13 it is. Is it 17? It's a 17 on that side. There we go. We're going to keep these as well because the new shock doesn't come with them. So there's the ball. There's the shock. As you can see, I'm going to keep that rubber as well. I'm going to true. Oh, that's handy. It does come with the rubbers. It looks. Might not have the washer though. One thing you have got to watch, on the ET4, the earlier ones have got a different bottom mount. I'll just put a picture of the ones I'd seen online here. And then this one, I think actually I ordered an LX, Vespa LX shock instead. And they went from the pre-leader engine, the engine's completely different, so the mounting was different. The leader engine is this style, with this style bottom mounting. So just be careful when you're ordering a shock, you get the correct one. Try it slightly different and stick my shoulder under the rack. There. That's in. What did I do with the mounting nut? Bottom nut's in. And it's all in. Quite like it's actually got a lot solid. The bottom bushing is a lot more solid rather than rubber. So yeah, that's the bottom. And the top, the nut was actually a 14mm this time. If you look there, you can see all this powdery nonsense from the battery leaking slightly. Now when I stripped the whole scooter down, this patch, that's not. Now that patch is a red oxide paint. As you can see, it was bad in that corner, so I smothered red oxide paint everywhere. I'm going to clean that out. Quite a easy job with those few tools. Yeah, I'd say that new shot definitely improves it. Doesn't feel quite so twitchy, that's for sure. And feels a bit more stable.